Hello everybody, I'm Rusty. I want to welcome you to Island Breeze Tropicals. So today I'm going to have a real treat for you. I'm going to take you on a tour of a great Bromeliad and Orchid Nursery. So you know what, even though the sun isn't up yet, the sun will be shining. The island breeze will be blowing. It's time that you and I got growing. Come on. Let's have some fun and go look at some orchids and bromeliads. So before we begin our tour, just one little housekeeping chore. I want you to know that I'm not getting paid anything for this. This is not a paid endorsement. Sundance Orchids is kind enough to let me take you on this tour before anybody ever gets here. But full disclosure, until about 3 years ago, I was the head bromeliad grower here at Sundance and also did diagnostic work. Now today, I still maintain and implement the IPM program, that's Integrated Pest Management, here at Sundance, and help out with diagnostic work and do a smattering of the other stuff. Okay, so that's done. Why don't we have some fun? Come on, let's take a look at some bromeliads and orchids at Sundance Orchids and Bromeliads. So why don't we start our tour just at daybreak? Guess where we're going to start? Right in the Bromeliad house here at Sundance. So this isn't the first time that I brought you to Sundance. I brought you here a couple of times to show you some of the bromeliads, but I don't think I have shown you the full extent of what they have here in the way of bromeliads, and my goodness, it's a lot. So Sundance separates their bromeliads in a couple of ways. One is that they segregate them into sun tolerance, and these are some of the sun tolerant bromeliads on one side of the aisle, and these are the sun tolerant bromeliads on the other side of the aisle. So they have 8 tables of bromeliads in this size that will tolerate full sun. So what makes Sundance such a really cool place to come to is that they have such a wide selection of bromeliads. And the bromeliads here at Sundance range in size from bromes that are in 4-inch pots going up to 6-inch azalea pots and 9-inch pots, all the way up to these large alcantarias in 7 gallons. So the sun is now peeking over the horizon, and these are the display beds here at Sundance, and they're here not just for decoration but to show everyone how orchids and bromeliads will look in your garden. So you get this special tour here before anybody gets to Sundance. And this is more of their display gardens. But wait, there's more. And the wonderful thing about the display gardens is that they're so peaceful, and you get to see how bromeliads can be grown in all sorts of different ways. Now this is an Echmea fosteriana. It's growing in an oak tree, totally arboreal. So this shows how orchids and bromeliads can be grown in pots and also on rocks. And sunrise is such a beautiful time of day. So we've looked at bromeliads And we've looked at the display gardens, but wait till you see this. And this is what an orchid nursery looks like first thing in the morning at daybreak before anybody ever gets here. So as you can see, this is a fairly large greenhouse, and it's needed so that there can be plenty of flowering orchids for people to buy whenever they want them. And of course, orchids everywhere. So no matter where you buy your orchids, this is what you're going to see a lot of. These are Phalaenopsis. And when it comes to Phalaenopsis, Sundance does not disappoint. Phalaenopsis have been hybridized, probably more than any other orchid. I would venture to say that they are probably the most popular or sold orchid in the United States. But take a look at all the different colors. And they come from cranberry to peach and yellow to all sorts of different colors and patterns in between. And what orchid nursery would be complete without arrangements? Those are Phalaenopsis right there. And not only are there orchid arrangements, but living logs. And sometime in the future, we're going to have an episode of the plant vlog, and I'm going to show you how you can make your own living log out of bromeliads and some orchids. And wouldn't it be nice to have this on your patio, or on your front porch, or even inside? Okay guys, well that's it. I hope you enjoyed this exclusive tour of Sundance Orchids and Bromeliads. They're located in Fort Myers, Florida, and they are at sundanceorchids.com. So no matter where you are, I hope your sun is shining. I hope you have an island breeze blowing. I know that you ought to keep growing, have some fun. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time.